Hello and welcome to the studio. First off, a big thank you to everyone who is supporting me on Patreon. I really appreciate that. And thanks also for buying the album because it's just really nice to know that there are people out there who want to listen to my music. So this is one of a series of videos where I'll look at the story behind the songs, or if not an actual story, then the sequence of events that conspired to make me start writing it. I'm also going to produce some technical videos looking at how I recorded different things and how I made certain sounds that you'll hear on the album. And I'm also planning to produce some music videos to go with the songs as well. So I'll talk about the tracks in the order that they appear on the album, which isn't actually the order they were written in. So this first song, The Black Mirror, was actually about the fifth song that I wrote, I think. And the title, The Black Mirror, is borrowed from the Charlie Brooker Netflix series Black Mirror, which if you haven't seen it, go and watch it because it's absolutely brilliant. And that kind of explores our relationship with technology and how it's not always terribly healthy. And he got the idea for the title Black Mirror because he said, we obsess about things like phones, but when the battery goes, all you're left with is a black mirror. And I think that's a brilliant observation. So what kind of started me off writing the song was arriving at a gig, and some other people arrived at the gig shortly after me, and one of them came in and said, "This is amazing, the internet's full of dog biscuits." And we said, "Well, what do you mean it's full of dog biscuits?" And they said, "Well, we were talking about dog biscuits in the car on the way here, phone was on the dashboard, and now I've just got my phone out to check Facebook or whatever, and it's full of adverts for dog biscuits, and I've never searched for dog biscuits, so does that mean the phone was listening?" And we thought, well, that's quite interesting. So we all sat around with our phones talking about dog biscuits for about half an hour, and nobody else's phone did that. But yeah, the phones listen. Siri listens, Alexa listens, there's probably other things that listen as well. And the phone doesn't only listen, mine knows when I'm driving in the car, it knows if I'm walking, it knows how many steps I've walked or how many steps I haven't walked, it knows where I've been, and it usually knows where I'm going as well. And in these days of COVID, of course, they know who you've been standing next to if you happen to have the app on your phone. They're communicators, they're computers, they're music players, they're cameras, and they've got this amazing face recognition software in there. So there's a line in the song about how the phone goes through all your photographs and picks faces out and memorizes who they are. I've had whole albums and slideshows on my phone where the phone has actually picked someone's face out of a sequence of photographs and produced this slideshow and set it to music and created a memory that didn't actually happen. They log your internet browsing history. They know where you've been on the internet. And of course, when websites offer you cookies, hey, who doesn't want cookies? Usually people will just hit agree without actually looking to see what data it is they're giving away, or who they're giving it to, because companies can take that data and they use it to persuade us to buy things like dog biscuits or vote for things, vote for certain politicians. So the conversation about dog biscuits started the whole process off, and I kind of filed that away in my brain. And then not long after that, I read a story about big data companies that use these devices to listen, and they've been storing people's private conversations in their homes and storing them on their servers. Naming no names, but one might rhyme with Dougal and one might sound a bit like a big river in South America. So I had these two things and I began to think about them and started filling notebooks with ideas and swapping the pages around and ripping them out. And that's kind of the way I work with lyrics. I like to incorporate idioms and phrases that people might recognise. So, we talk about having somebody in their pocket. So I like that as an opening line. You think you've got me in your pocket. Phrase, I've got your number as well. And I like to play around with meaning in language and create some ambiguity around what the song's about. Is the song about a lover or a stalker, or is it about something else? And there are other songs on the album where I do this. I managed to consolidate the first verse quite early in the process. You think you've got me in your pocket. And then the next verse, of course, had to rhyme with pocket. And what could I come up with? Rhymes with pocket. I came up with you slide your plug into my socket. So many lyrics are written and then not used as the song evolves. Sometimes I'll have a really good idea and have to rewrite the whole song just to fit that in. If it's an extra 3 syllables on a line, then the whole song's got to be rewritten. Also, melodies can change, chord structures, keys of songs, instrumentation, the style of the song, all of that can change from the initial idea to the final version. But that's a subject for a different video. So I hope you found this interesting, and I hope you'll stick around with me for more of this. And in the meantime, thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.